ETC, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video, when the price was at the top, I mentioned we can expect to get one more drop similar to what we get here. Exactly, this is what we get. And now we're looking at this flat. Now we want to see whether we can look for buy or not. Okay. And even if he wants to look for buy, whether the price can start to reverse from here, or if this one, if still we can expect this one drop some more. For sure, if he wants to look for buy, if this one give us one more drop, then any reversal from there, we can look for trade setup. Then how about if the price continue from here? The best things is either we put our entry above the top or we wait for the breakout of the top and we get the flag or correction above that. Okay, that's mean having also I need to add having entry above the top is very risky. How about if the price tag and drop? That's mean having entry above the top is not a really good idea. And beside all these things, if you want to look for buy, I need to highlight that if you consider still we are within this correction, we buying at the top of this correction. This is what I need to highlight. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy, they need to be really careful. That's why if the price continue from here, for sure we will see the divergence. Okay. The best things is was if you refer to our analysis when the price was within this move, we mentioned we're looking for buy. If we wanted to look for buy, the best things was we buy within this range, not buying at the top. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue, it can, but we should know where we are going to buy, and that's why we should know have the proper management. In this case, we start with higher time frame when we want to see how we can look at the chart. First, if we move to daily chart, as we can see, we get the sharp move. Now, if we want to look for continuation, we have to get the correction here for continuation. Rather than that, we don't have anything else. If the price drop, that means we can expect we within this one for longer time. That means the price can consolidate. Anyway, we cannot confirm whether we should look for buy or sell, but for long term, we're looking for buy based on daily chart. And if you move to forward chart, and the only thing is whether this is the start of the up move, because as we can see, the price almost tagged the previous low, then reverse. And if you move to indicators, we see we had a divergence, and as well here. If this is the start of the up move, that means this is the short move, we can get the correction and continuation. How about if this one turn to a flat? For the price can continue and for one more drop. Because most of the chart they have a similar movement. Okay, and if we get any sell, the opportunity to look for sell in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us a really good trade setup, similar to what were the when the price was here. We mentioned if we get any buy in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us a really good trade, and this is what we get. Okay, now how we can look for trade, whether we should look for buy or sell. All right, if we want to look for buy, we need should and we need to know about the possibility of this one turn to a flat. And beside that, if we get any opportunity to look for sell, it can give us better trade setup in terms of the risk and reward. But based on forward chart, we cannot confirm the price that is going to drop. That means still we can look for buy, but we should have the proper management. That means if we get any trade setup for buy, we need to see the breakout of this correction as a sharp move and continuation. Okay, in this case, we will move to lower time frame. We want to see how we can look for trade. First things, if the price continue from here, mostly we can see the divergence. That's why if we wants to look for trade, again, we need to be really careful. And right now, we want to see how we can look for trade. We have the flat already, but for me, if I want to look for buy, I prefer this one at least give me one more drop. Then any reversal from there, I will take the trade, and with the breakout of the stop, we start to manage. This is the best way we can look for trade, and this is the safest way. But how about if the price continue from here? The only way is having entry above the stop. I won't suggest it. It doesn't mean it cannot be an option. It can be, but as we can see, many times the price tag and it couldn't break. How about the next time the price tag and drop? Okay, if the price continue from here, I will wait for the sharp move with the flag. The I will prefer to see the break. I mean, to see the flag above the 84. That mean above this correction. Then, if I get any trace set off from there, I will look for buy because I want to see the confirmation with the breakout of the stop. But still, if I want to look for buy, I prefer I get one more drop. Then from there, I look for reversal. All right. And beside that, we mentioned we prefer to get one more drop. Can we look for sell? Can we put this one in relative to this for short-term sell? Sure. If I get any sell setup from here for one more drop, I will take the sell and I will start to manage it. What's the reason? In case this is the start of the down move or deeper correction. Because if we put this stop in relative to this, we have a divergence. How about if this is the start of the down move? Okay, that's why I mentioned if I want to look for buy, I prefer to get one more drop before I look for buy. Or if the price continue from here, we want to see the breakout of this. In this case, if I see any sell opportunity, I will take the sell. Then if I see there is a continuation, I will keep. If not, I will just take out the trade. Then if I see any reversal from there, I will look for buy. This is what I'm going to do. And just to make it, just to summarize it, and if the price continue from here, we wait for the breakout of the top. Then any trade set up from there, we will take the trade. Buying within this one is not a really good idea. We have to see the breakout of this correction before we look for buying. But selling, if we get the sell with the stop loss above this one, can be an option. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.